Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing great. In today's video, I'll come up with the new book that is Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book is written by Robert Kiyosaki and presented and created by our channel. Before discussing the insights related to this book, firstly, I'll share my experience related to that book. This book is actually suggested by my professor to read this when I completed my studies in business, and I feel that I am from background of science, so it's very hard for me to deal with the money. And so when I started this reading this book, I feel that one should read this book at very earlier age, no matter which background you are going to follow, but still your basic financial knowledge is really a key to manage your expenses in a in a very diligent way. Let's discuss the insights by pursuing each lesson. Rich don't work for money. So first lesson, actually the story come with the two dads, one his biological father and another one his mentor. So both have a different perspective related to money. As his biological father is a belong to middle class family, so they are always put stress on getting more and more education. So on the other hand, this person who is his mentor, he doesn't have that much education, but he has financial literacy, how money works. So the first lesson come that rich people don't work for money because it is a myth that rich people work hard in order to get the more money. On the contrary, rich people just know how to manage their assets in a very better way so that they get more profit and in the long run they become rich. And on the other hand, the person who is doing job or a salary based, he is not that much wealthy with the passage of time because he is focused more towards the retirement rather than making his or building his assets. So lesson two is why teach financial literacy? Because when I read this book for the first time, I get difference between assets and liabilities. Maybe the commerce backgrounds know very well in a very beginning era. But however, being science student, we do not come across with this notion that what is asset and liabilities. Actually, home is our liability. For the first time, I have been reading in this book. We considered that home is an asset for us because with the passage of time, the value of home get increased, property value is increased. But on the other hand, we have to do expenses like to manage that, to maintenance, electricity. These kind of expenses makes our home a liability rather than asset. This chapter is must for a person to read because we get to knowledge about different graphs while reading this book that how our earning zone or earning income source zone will be increasing by different modes. So I think this chapter is must read while reading this book. Lesson three is mind your own business. This chapter explain you that while earning or while doing job, you can looking for the new another earning opportunities so that you can build your wealth with the passage of time. So in this chapter, they discuss about the story where the person who build up his assets, he considered the example of McD and maybe that McD is not a food service industry, they are doing a real estate business. And this is the right because McD has itself very good brand reputation. They don't need to build their customer, so they just send selling their royalties each year. So in this manner, they are doing real estate business, not a food service. Lesson 4 is the history of taxes and the power of corporations. Whenever you start any kind of business, it gives you a number of benefits of paying taxes. So which is not possible for a working person or who is doing just a job. Lesson 5 is rich in event money. Yes. Whenever we are starting any kind of a business or so this chapter helps us to invent the way to generate your more income resources to become rich. And lesson 6 is work to learn, don't work for money. In this lesson, they give us emphasis on the power of money, that we don't work for money, rather than we have to emphasize or put more emphasis to learn the skills, different skills, whether these are communication, whether these are sales, or whether these are marketing. These kind of skills we have to learn so that in long run we get some good money out of it. Lesson 7 is overcoming obstacles. Yes. Firstly, whenever we do any kind of thing, especially in a private sector, the first thing everybody suggesting us with the risk attached with that. If we investing our money in stocks or bonds or shares, these kind of things may take time to double or triple or revised. But first time when we invest these kind of things, we feel that we lose our money. But with the knowledge or with the passage of time, that we get the ability to invest our money in such kind of things, we build different kind of income resources, not rely on a single source. Lesson 8 is getting started. Yes, whenever you in this chapter, we give a number of ways to start this journey, which we learn from the different lessons by finding the by getting some financial literacy before doing any kind of uh, before applying to any kind of shares or stocks. We have to get knowledge about it. I think these readings, these insights will help you to pick this book. Actually, this book is really worthwhile to spend your time on. And moreover, I feel that especially for those who are not doing any kind of business, who are not dealing with any kind of financial education prior, I think they have to read this book once so that they can channelize their knowledge relate towards finances as well. I think that's all from my side. Keep learning, guys. Har Har Mahadev.